previous episode, Winston and I went to visit 3 glorious beaches on the Isle of Barra. To get there, we took the bike and Winston's trailer, but some steep inclines meant that I had to do a lot of pushing. Now on our route, we visited 2 memorial sites and we got cake from an honesty box as we continue on our 64-day Scottish adventure. Is the least windiest time for us to hike there, because it's only going to get windier from now on until we leave the island. So we're going to go up, we're going to see something on the way up, so we're just going to go. We might not get the full experience, but we're going to get something. This is the faintest trail. The map says I'm on it. Can kind of see it. I think Winston's got it. Woo! Long way to go. But that's not bad. Even in not so great weather. Although it could be much worse, so I'm not complaining. But onwards and upwards. I think my dog's just had a poo. So yesterday, you remember that I said I wanted to ride the bike everywhere? Because I prefer that to driving? Well, a couple of things. Firstly, the weather. So we've got about 20-mile-an-hour winds at the moment. This afternoon it's going up to 40-mile-an-hour winds. And cycling on its own up a hill with Winston in the back and then facing high winds? No. So I took the van. And also, this is getting steeper. And also, I know this is a small island, but there's so much that I want to see and do on here. So I've got 3 of the things that I need to tick off my list. And I wouldn't be able to do all 3 if I cycle to them all, so I just wouldn't have the time. We just stand here for a bit. So I wouldn't have the time to do all 3. Whereas today, I'm going to take the van, and I'm hopefully going to tick off all 3 of them today, because we can just bob around the island very quickly in the van. So although I would prefer to be cycling, I've not got the weather, and I've not got the time. Which I'm a little bit disappointed about, but still. So, and also, my legs are burning. I'm going up this hill, and if pushing the bike up a hill yesterday wasn't tough enough, my legs haven't fully recovered. Some amazing views over there though. Take a look. My little mountain goat is off. To be fair, he didn't have to push a bike up a hill yesterday with 15 kilograms sat in the back. So Winston can't get up this, so we're going to have to give him a lift. Right. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Off he goes without so much as a thank you. Right, I've got to get up now. Okay, so I need to help Winston up this bit. It's too steep, I'm going to put the camera away. We are on quite steep ground. It's alright, I've done this before. I'll get him up there, but I can't film it. So I'm going to put you guys down for a bit. And we got up it, so we came up that bit there. And now he's gone off without me again. He only stops when he can't keep going any further and he needs my help, and as soon as I throw him up the rock he's off. He seems to have found more of a trail now. We're starting to lose the view a bit now that we're getting closer to the top. We're becoming surrounded by fog. Or mist. I don't know what this is. Cloud, fog, mist, I don't know. Anyone can tell me. But poor visibility, should we say. Hey Winston, I'm coming. I'm just talking to the camera. Come on. You're doing very well. Okay, so we're meant to be going up there. And up to that, I don't know if you can see it. But if you can hear, the wind is picking up. We're not going to see anything from up there anyway, so there's no point in us trying to get up there. It's windy, it's steep, and we're not going to see anything. So we're meant to go up this way and then go down that way. What we've done is we've came across the side of the mountain, which is just chilling. And then we're going to be going down that way, and then we kind of do a loop back to the van which is there. But I don't know if you can see on the camera, look at that. Did not expect to see a statue up here, but we're going to walk past that, so let's go check it out. You finished chilling, Wins? Do you want some treats? You deserve them because you're the best hiking friend ever. Yeah? You're an old pro at this now, aren't you? You don't even need to You wait there, you don't need to come around here. This statue was erected in 1954 and it's of the Madonna and Child. So it's a solar panel, and I'm guessing that thing in front used to be a light, and they used to light it up. Now I can't find much more information about this statue, other than it's known locally as Our Lady of the Sea. I think this is a fantastic statue, and I love the positioning. When you've got clear weather, you'll be able to see all that side that we saw when we were coming up, as well as all this side as well. So you just have amazing, almost like a 180-degree view. And everyone who drives down this road passes it. And I wonder if they even know it, because I didn't. The first time I went down this road, I didn't know it was here. But my van now is down there. Fantastic, I like it. Right, Wince, should we make our way back down? Because we have got another stop to make. One more step along the world I go. One more step along the world I go. Do 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 do. Sorry. We had some amazing views on the way down, so I tried to get a bit of footage of us posing as hikers do. The first step was to set the camera up and to get into position. And of course, Winston has got to be in it too. Then I checked back to make sure the camera hadn't fallen over, and then I striked a pose before exiting stage left. Now the hill we've just climbed is called Heaval, and it's the highest hill on the Isle of Barra, standing at 1,257 feet. Albeit we didn't go all the way to the top. But on a clear day, I can imagine that the views from the top would be spectacular. Okay, we need a bit of bum action. So more bum action is needed. A little butterfly. Okay, I don't know if this is going to show, but this is the style. It's 2 pallets with a piece of material laid over the fence. I mean, it does the job, but I've got to really throw Winston, so let's see if this will capture it. I don't know if it will. Let's just pop this on there. And then we were off to stop number 2. So I remember driving up this bank when I got off the ferry. I did not know that where the ferry had docked, there was a castle behind it. Kisimul Castle is a medieval castle from the 15th century that sits on a small island. It has a 3-storey tower house and a small courtyard. Now you can go and tour the castle, but when I visited it was closed for conservation work. So instead we continued to stop number 3, which was Barra Airport, believed to be the only one in the world where scheduled flights use a tidal beach as the runway. So the plane's going to land any minute. Dude's just gone out in his little Jeep and the windsock is flying, which means that nobody's allowed on the beach. Now I have to apologise for the crappy footage. I used the zoom feature on my action cam before I realised that its zoom feature was not very good. Now I have to say, this plane landing was a little bit anticlimactic, but I'm not sure what I was expecting, because I suppose that a boring landing is the goal of any pilot. Still, I hung around during the changeover to watch it take off again. And that was all 3 stops done. We then headed back to the campsite to have some lunch. So the weather has changed and we're getting ready for winds of over 40 miles an hour, and we're in a lovely coastal position. So to get ready for it, we've had to put the pop top down, and the bike's better there than it is on the roof. I've wrapped it up. It's not going to go anywhere, but I don't like dropping, so I've tried to secure some cable ties just to try and minimise that. But now we're going to hunker down inside, get warm, get some food, do some work, and weather out the storm. It's not really a storm, weather out the high winds, should I say. You coming, West? You can get your ball? So the internet wasn't great before, but now it's pretty much non-existent. Can't load a web page, can't check emails, can't log on to Facebook, can't download podcasts, can't play Spotify. The weather's really hit it and I cannot do anything. Now it's about 1 o'clock, and since Winston and I are stuck in here for the rest of the afternoon and the evening and I can't do any work, I'm going to actually take a nap. Because the pod is still in the bed position, I haven't moved it yet, so I'm going to take this opportunity to have a nice relaxing nap, and then I might spend the evening reading. There's not a lot I can do. I can't even stand up properly because the pop top is down, so maybe I would cook something different or clean up, and it's just difficult to do anything with the pop top down because you can't move about. But what you can do with the pop top is down is sleep. So I'm going to have a good nap and then lay in bed reading. That's the plan, I think, unless the internet makes a spectacular recovery. I'm also hoping that, I don't know if you can see through this fly screen, but all the pitches next to me here are empty. They've all gone for today. Now I'm hoping that new people are now going to arrive and they'll block me a little bit from the wind, although it seems to be coming more from that direction. But anything has got to be better than this, right? Anything's got to help. So fingers crossed. After our nap, Winston needed to go out for his evening toilet break. There's a little pod on the hill. Didn't think I'd need my big coat. Thought it was one of those things that I packed and I would never need. But I need it. It's cold. Right, welcome to life in the pod on the coast in high winds with no pop top. It's really frustrating how you can't stand up, but hey, I'll make the most of it. I'm trying to make some tea, not a cup of tea, like tea, like food. Tea is like my evening meal. Dinner and lunch is like my 1 o'clock meal. Breakfast is breakfast, but this is my tea. So I've got sausages again, mainly because I bought a pack of 8, so that's like 4 meals for me, 2 sausages each. So sausages, more new potatoes, because I just like the little new potatoes. If I'm going to use the air fryer, I like the new potatoes, and peas. And then I've got some rice pudding for dessert. And I usually have rice pudding cold, but I think I want to warm it up. I think I want just like a nice hot bowl of rice pudding on today. So anyway, let's crack on with that. I hope this wind changes direction soon, because the noise and the draft that is coming through that door is horrendous. I don't know if you can hear it, but it whistles almost like a whistling kettle, and all you gotta do is put your hand semi close to it and there's a breeze. There's not a draft, there's like a full-on breeze coming through. Now, for some reason, I decided to go outside and to experience it firsthand. Now, Winston didn't go outside. Instead, he stayed snuggled in the duvet, and I decided to join him and do a little bit of reading.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by and leave a mark in our minds that turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone.
Right, so I've had an absolute genius idea of jamming a tea towel in above the top of the door. That's where most of the draft is coming in, and just by putting the tea towel there, I've noticed a significant reduction in the wind that's coming in and also the noise. I just hope that dangling a red piece of material outside my caravan isn't some underground signal for something, kind of like flashing lights on and off or putting a pineapple outside. I hope no one's going to come banging on my door thinking that I'm signalling them. I don't think so, but anyway, that has made a big difference.